All right, what's going on is Bobby Skinner, Bobby's Breakdowns, and today we're looking at my 1-1 in this class, and that's Penn State edge Abdul Carter. I don't want to give you too much bio on this guy because you guys know what he is. He's nasty, right? 12 sacks, 24 tackles for a loss. I mean, the most disruptive player in college football this year. You're like, oh man, well, he's, a good college edge. The guy didn't even play edge until, this most recent year, transitioned from a stack linebacker where he was able to put up pass rush production. He's just an unreal mover. You watch him and you say, this is a freak. And this is going to be a longer breakdown, I think, just because of how much good there is in this game, right? You watch other edge rushers and you get a handful of good plays per game. With Carter, it's just nonstop. So I don't want to, get too much into it. I mean, 6'3", 252. We'll see what his true weight is. He's obviously a little on the smaller side, 21 years old. Let's get into it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Not like and subscribe. We like and subscribe on this channel. All right, let's get into Abdul Carter. Any pass rusher to win has to win by the corner, right? If you want to, that's how you win in the NFL. You win around the corner, right? You're not going to give the green light to go outside in all the time. Spin moves are hit or miss. But all of those moves, the way you win on them is by winning on the corner, and Carter sure as hell does that. Obviously, he's got a great get off. Right, just watch how we explode off the line of scrimmage, and especially when you put him down in a stance, there's no wasted movement. I mean, look at 1, 2, 3. We're on him. We're on this tackle. 1, 2, 3. We're putting him in a bad situation, right? And then how do we win around the corner, right? We swipe at his hands. It doesn't work, but we string in. We rip. Right? So we rip through that outside shoulder and we get flat. I mean, look at this angle. We're sacking this quarterback, right? A lot of guys are getting past here, right? They're at this mark. And Carter just is so quick. Just on him and able to flatten that arc and get a sack on Notre Dame in the playoff. Next play here, lined up on the left tackle on this wide alignment. I mean, this is just speed. We time up that snap well. I mean, look at everyone else on this line of scrimmage and look at him, right? We just got off and we're 2 yards ahead of everybody else. Tackle goes to get hands on you, swat those hands, rip. I mean, look how low we're getting, right? Not allowing him to get hands on us. Bam, sack. Easy money. Next play here on the right tackle. Right, and this is what I really like about Abdul Carter. Because if you just got speed, right, and you just work speed, right, and you don't set it up well, right, you're just not going to find a ton of consistent success in the NFL. You'll find success, but not consistent success. What I like about him is this tackle gets into a good pass set here, right? He's in good position here. This is a great position for the right tackle here. So instead of just trying to work around the corner and get washed around, let's slow it down. See how we slow our rush? We slow play this, right? Force him to work inside. Mess up his timing. And then we're sudden. Go. Right, and you still see, there's still work to be done with the hands, right? We're not even getting anything here. But just slow play, bam, go. And just look how sudden we are. A lot of guys can work speed out of their stance. He's able to slow play this and then go. Bend. And maybe that doesn't count as a sack because he goes past the line of scrimmage, but a hell of a play. Here again versus Ohio State. Get those hands off of us, right? We haven't seen guys be able to get hands on them. Tackle lands a nice punch, right? Lands a nice punch here. Attack. Bring that left hand over. Get those hands off of you. Keep fighting. Keep your feet moving. I mean, to go from this spot here to this in that little bit of time is just nuts. Right? Attack those hands. The feet never stop. Pursue. Sack. Next play. See how sudden we are? We're expecting some type of, chip help here with, these receivers. We slow play this. Right, tackle gets his hands on you. Rip. Bend. Stay bound. I mean, we're being held right here, right? This tackle is holding. And we're able to keep our balance and, get pressure on this quarterback. I mean, look, this isn't just a guy who's just running around the corner every time, just off the line of scrimmage. We're slow playing this. Quick hands, good balance, good bend, pressure. Here over the right tackle. Hesitation, rip, bam. Tackle throws that right hand out there. Rip through it. Turn the corner. Quarterback hit. Over the right tackle again. I mean, look at the balance on this. Right tackle is holding us on this. Right, throw that hand out there. Get to your rip. I mean, this tackle's putting weight on you. Able to stay balanced. Keep fighting through. Force the quarterback to throw away. Again over the right tackle. I mean, just look at how we're able to get a tight rush. Throw that right hand. Get his punch out there, right? Get his hands out there. Get low. Rip. I mean, stay strong through. Affect the quarterback, right? So, to win in the NFL, you have to win around the corner. And when you win around the corner, it's obviously going to set up other things. Working spin moves, just working laterally. Abdul Carter needs to show it a little more, but it's going to allow you to, get some, tackles who are light on their heels and run through their chest. So, let's go through some of this, right? Like these spin moves. This first play on the left tackle, we talked about how sometimes you throw those hands and they wouldn't really do anything. But here's one thing they do is they make the tackle flash their hands, right? You throw that hand saw right there. Guess what? Now the tackle's thrown his hands, and because you went around the corner, he's opened up his hip. He's opened up his hips. He's in a bad spot, and now we're able to spin off of that, right? Good footwork, right? Time it up. Take that right hand. Attack his back. We're down at the quarterback's legs. Here versus the right tackle is going to be the same exact thing. Throw that hand, spin, and a good pass rush move. Quarterback gets the ball out quick. Right? Exact same thing. Opens up his hips because he's protecting in the corner. That hand gets his punch open. Now he's committed. You counter off of that. There. Now this one, towards the end of the game, when he was dead-ass tired, ends up getting a sack on it. But still, right, we're getting running back chip, right? We're getting chip help here. Probably not going to be able to work the corner. So what do? Set up this little hezzy, right? Set up this hesitation move. Tackle gets into his punch. Running back goes to chip. Spin out of it. Again, it's a bad spin move, honestly. But all that other stuff sets it up. Tackle's not able to get over. And you get yourself a sack. Here it looks a little better versus Maryland. Right, we're going to get the running back out here. That's help. Bam. And then with the little hesitation, get his hips open, punch, spin. And then next, just your clean lateral wins. Right here again versus the left tackle. Pressure him upfield. Bam. Look how quick we're transitioning inside. That's smooth. Time it up off your third step. Tackle's not in a bad spot here, right? This tackle has not overset where it's just an easy inside move. But bam, look how quick we are. Get yourself a nice sack. Here against the left tackle again. Right here you get a jump set, right? They want to jump set and get quick, right? They don't want to give you space if you're Abdul Carter. right? You're a little smaller. They don't want to give you space. They want to get hands on you. So they jump set you just immediately. All right, I'm going to work inside. Now that works with the corner blitz, so it's schemed up that way. But still, just that suddenness, pull it down for a sack. Next play. It does get hands on you this time. Rip. So that hip fake, rip through, keep your feet moving, powerful, force the quarterback to get the ball out, interception. And then with all his speed and lateral quickness, you're just going to be able to line him up in the A gap, right? I'm not going to show you, you're going to be able to set up stunts really well. You can line him up over the center and guard and make them account for that, right? Because he has the ability to drop back coverage over here, over the B gap, spins. And then, if depending on what team he's on, you got, a couple other decent edge rushers. You line up on the A gap as just a rusher. But also you can have him drop back in coverage. You can use him, you're playing Jaden Daniels in the Commanders, right? Put him down here as a spy. Not as someone who's not just going to stop the run, but he's going to close in and stop you from making a throw. Right? He ends up getting a strip sack here. So it's just endless the amount of things you're able to do with Abdul Carter. Now, the biggest pushback against Abdul Carter will be, okay, but he's a smaller guy. How does he do in the run game? How will he translate to the NFL? And I think there's valid criticism there, right? You see these first 2 snaps that we'll go through. He gets moved off the spot. But it's actually not my biggest. My biggest worry is just showing some power reps in the pass rush game, right? Just show some. But in the run game, the guy had 24 tackles for loss, the most in college football. He's a disruptor. At the very least, he's going to be someone who creates negative plays in the run game. It's just, is he going to be a guy that guys go after? But I just think there's so much good that it outweighs, what there is of bad. And you just don't see the ton of reps. So you don't see the ton of bad reps. Now here, let's go through 2, though, right? Lined up here over the left tackle. Plays the tackle. The tackle just gets hands on him, right? Carter's playing with the leverage. Just loses it, and then you're running off tackle. Right now, that's not going to happen all that often, but what teams can do is they'll put, him and a tackle and a tight end, they'll double team him. We're going to widen this gap. Right? We get moved off the spot here. I don't care if it's a double team. We can't be getting moved off the spot like that. But besides that, which again you do not see a ton, and if you're telling me double teams are what's going to move him, you see more of this. Here up against the left tackle, playing his duty again. He's never going to be a guy who gets hands on a tackle and squeezes him down. That's not going to happen, right? So that is a negative in his game. But he is someone who is going to take advantage of guys not wanting to be overzealous and keep hands, keep eyes, keep his feet square. And then shed, right? That quickness is going to be able to shed and make tackles, right? Because as much as if this tackle gets out here and moves and tries and get a nice punch on him, he'll make you miss doing that, right? He's so quick that he slows you down as a run blocker, because you don't want to miss. You see plays like this. This ends up being on the backside of this. They're on the cutback, but we play the run, right? We've got our eyes on the back, hands on, pull, rip. Left tackle's on the ground. Now again, the back cuts back, so we're not influencing that play. But that's a good job here against 59, right? This is a big dude. Or just like a natural feel to get his hands, get him on that chest plate, set that edge, pull. Put his ass on the ground. Have your running back tripping over him. So you just see a lot of that. And then you see the instinctive plays. Look here over the right tackle. Right, they want to run toss. He immediately sees it. He sees that right tackle pull out. Here we are. We're going with him. So this tight end who wanted the down block on him, we're over the top of him. Quick hands, right? Quick hands to get off of that. Tackle goes to block him. Bam. Here we go. Now we're one-on-one with the back. Now your lead block doesn't mean shit. Now we're one-on-one with the back. Like, you just see too many instinctive plays for me to be stressed about him in the running game because he's going to create negatives. You know, here, they're going to pull at him. They're going to run counter. Okay. So you have the kick out block, right? We're going to show outside like we're going to lever on the outside, but we're going to laterally move. We're going to spill inside, and then we're going to bust up the lead blocker. These two, one meant to block Carter, one meant to block here, and Carter ends up in the backfield, right? Forcing the running back to not follow this and allow someone to come from the backside and make a play. You just see that shit all the time. So like, how do you pull at this guy? And if you pull away from him, he's going to chase it and make a play. You know, here versus Notre Dame. I mean, right? We squeeze that outside hip. Spill inside of this. Keep fighting through, make a play. So there's just so many instinctive plays in the run, right? You know, you're going to see him, you know, identify the quarterback draw, make a tackle on Riley Leonard. Like, there's so many instinctive plays that, yeah, there's going to be times where there's going to be a rep where he gets blown off the ball, but you're going to see him create so many negatives. So, again, this is my 1-1 player in the draft. I think he's obviously the best. So, whatever team gets him, I think he should be excited. I think you've got a legitimate game-changing player. Like, he will change games for you. So, like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys very much, and we'll see you on the next one.